Hello students, I am your maths teacher Abhijit Samanto. Hope you are all well. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your LCM book, Factors and Multiples. Okay, so please be ready with your LCM book and copy. So my dear students, if I ask you that tell me the numbers by which you can divide 12 exactly, that means when you will divide there will be no remainder. There will be no remainder. Okay. So by 1 can you divide? Yes. 1 12s are yes. Okay. By 2 can you divide? By 2 can you divide 12? Yes. 6. Okay. By 3, yes, 3 into 4. By 4 can you divide? By 4, yes, because 4 into 3 also 12. By 5, no. By 6, yes, 6 into 2. Okay, in the same way, but listen, as here 3 4 and 4 3 same, 2 6 6 2 same, we will not write. Okay, so we can divide by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 6, by 12 to 12, and we will get no remainder. That means we can divide by this number to 12 exactly. Is it clear? Okay, so these numbers are called the factors. So what are the factors of 12? So factors of 12 are 1 2 3 4 6 and 12. So what is the definition of factor? Factor is a number. Okay, factor is a number, is an exact divisor of that number. Exact divisor of that number. Is it clear? That means by which number you can divide the number exactly. There will be no remainder. Is it clear? Okay. Now, what is prime number? A number is said to be prime number if it has exactly two factors. Exactly two factors. You learn here factors. That means by which number you can divide it? By only two number. Suppose I am giving here 5. So by which number you can divide 5? By 1 and by 5. Can you get other number by which you can divide 5? No. By 2 can you divide 5? No. Okay, you cannot get other number except this 1 and 5. That's why 5 is a prime number. Okay, similarly 2 7 all are okay. 2 7 11 are prime numbers. Now composite number. Okay, so here if number has more than two factors, just keep in your mind, more than two factors, then it is a composite number. Okay, so what are the examples? These are the examples. Suppose I am giving example for 6. So factor means what? That means you have to find the number by which you can divide 6 exactly. So by 1 you can divide yes, by 2 you can divide yes, by 3 yes, by 4 no, by 5 no, by 6 yes. Okay, so how many? 1 2 3 4. That means more than 2. When more than 2, it will be a composite number. So what we have learned from here, just keep these things only, that if exactly two factors, okay, and if more than two factors. If exactly two factors, prime number. If more than two factors, composite number. Is it clear? Okay, and one thing keep in your mind, that 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number. Why? Look, 1, what are the factors of 1? Only factor of 1 is 1. Okay, so here no two factors, that's why it is not a prime number. Okay, and here if it is more than two factors, then it is composite, so it is not a composite number also. So 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number. Okay, now come to the exercise. Write all the factors of each of the following numbers and tell whether it is a prime number or a composite number. Okay, here asking for 28. That means what? That means we have to find by which number you can divide 28. So we will do in this way. Okay, so count the table. That means by which numbers table you will get 28. Look, 1 into 28. Okay, by 2 into 14. Okay, 2 14s are. By 3 can you divide 28? By 3 no. By 4 yes, 4 7. Okay, my dear student, this question number 1. Okay, all methods are same. Okay, so listen, learn the first method properly. Okay, so here by 5 can you divide 28? No. By 6? No. By 7? Yes. So 7 into 4. Okay, by 8? No. By 9? No. Again it will be at 14. 14 into 2. Again it will be at 28 into 1. So please listen here carefully. Look, here 4 into 7 and here 7 into 4. Same or different? Same. So when you will get these two numbers same, 4 7 and here 7 4, stop. Will not write, because the next whatever you will get you already written here. Look here, 2 into 4, 4 into 2, 1 into 98 and 28 into 1, all are same. Okay, so don't write when you will get same. Stop, because already you have written. Okay, so here 1 2 4 you got. Okay, now here 7, so similarly 7 14 and 28. So what I am told, that keep in your mind that when you will get the same number, don't write. Okay, stop here. Okay, so what will be the factors by which number you can divide 28? By 1 you can divide 28, by 2 you can divide 28, by 4 you can divide 28. Okay, similarly by 7 you can divide 28, by 14 you can divide 28, by 28 you can divide 28. So what are the factors? The factors of 28 are these numbers. Is it clear? Okay, now asking for it is prime or composite. So my dear student, here look how many factors. Look, more than 2 factors, so it is a composite number. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, next 36. That means you have to find by which number you can get you will divide 36 exactly. Okay, look, by 1, yes, you can divide 136. By 2, if you divide 2, 18 will be the quotient. If you divide 3, 12 will be the quotient. If you divide by 4, 9 will be the quotient. If you divide by 6, 6 will be the quotient. Okay, now by which number you can divide? By, again it will be by 9. 9 into 4, 12 into 3. But my dear student, what I have told, when you will get the same number, stop, don't write. Look, 4 into 9 written, and here 9 into 4, stop here. Okay, so here if you can do multiplication properly, if you memorize table properly, if you divide properly, all the problems based of factors or multiples you can do easily. Okay, so here stop, because already you have to write it here also, you have to write it here. Okay, so stop it. So what will be the factors? The factors will be this: 1 2 3 4 6 9 12 18 and 6. No need to write 6 2 times, just one time. Okay, so here factors more than 2, so it is a composite number. Hope you understood. Now 19. So by which number you can divide 19? Just write in the that way, 1 into 19. Can you get other number? No. Okay, so what are the factors? 1 and 19. 1 and 19. How many factors here? Exactly 2 factors. So it is a prime number. Exactly 2 factors, so it is a prime number. So same way do 65. Okay, 1 into 65, 5 into 13. Can you get other numbers? No. So what are the factors? So 1 5 13 65. Write it, and it has more than 2 factors, so it will be a composite number. Okay, my dear students. Now question number 2, complete the factor tree, then write the prime factorization. Okay, so what is prime factorization? We have to learn first. An expression written as a product of prime factors, okay, that is called the prime factorization. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, let's see. Look here, asking for 30 and here given 3. So by which number you multiply with 3 and you will get 30? You know it, that by 10. Okay, 3 into 10, okay, it will be 30. Is it clear? Now look here, 3 is the prime number, so if it is prime number, okay, we will write it here. We will write it here. Okay, why? Because we cannot get other factors. Okay, because here 3 only factors 1 and 3. 1 and 3 we will not write 1. Okay, so write 3 here only. Okay, no need to write for 1. Okay, when you will get prime number, just write that number. Is it clear? Now 10. So which number you get? 10. 2 and 5. Look, 2 and 5. Okay, you can write 5 and 2 also, no problem. Is it clear? Now look, 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. Okay, that means all are prime number on here. When you will get all the prime numbers, on which step? Okay, that will be the last step. So please remember, the last step will be all prime numbers. Okay, now what will be the prime factorization? In this way, 30 is equal to, look, first write 2 into 3 into 5. Okay, look, 2 prime, 3 prime, okay, and 5 prime. Okay, and here multiplication, so it is a product of prime factors. Is it clear? Okay, so this is called the prime factorization. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, and remember this term. Now 108 factor tree and then prime factorization. So here it is given 2. So 2, by which number you multiply with 2 and you will get 108. Just do division. 2 and here 108. Okay, if you cannot do it by mentally, do in this process. So okay, so what will be the quotient? Here will be the quotient 54. So here 108, 2 into 54, it will be, okay, 108. Now look, 2 is prime number. I have already told, if it is prime number, just write it here. Okay, now 54 by 2, can you divide 54 by 2? Yes, you can divide 54. It is even number. Okay, just do it. So if you divide it by 2, it will be 27. So give the multiply sign and give this line also. Give this line also. Look, 2 is prime. Okay, and here this 2 is also prime number. So just write it. Now 27. 27 is composite. Okay, where you will get the composite, you have to do the next step. Okay, so 27, which number you will multiply, you will get 27. 3 and 9. 3 into 9. So here draw the line, draw the line, draw the line, and draw the line. Okay, and give the multiplication sign. Okay, look, 2 is prime, so write 2. Here 2 is prime, write 2. 3 is prime, write 3. Okay, now 9. So 9, which two numbers multiplication is 9? So 3 and 3. 3 3s are 9. Okay, now give the multiplication sign. Okay, now 2 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 3 prime, 3 prime, all are prime numbers. Okay, so I have told that if you will get the all prime numbers, that step will be the last step. Is it clear? Okay, so what will be the prime factorization? 108 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Is it clear? This is called the prime factorization. Is it clear, my dear student? Okay, okay, now you can ask me a question that, sir, we have write here 54 in this way, can you write in other way? Yes, my dear student, you can write 54 in this way also, that 6 and 9 also, no problem. Okay, okay, then do for 6, then do for 3, do for 9. Okay, but keep in your mind that your last step will be same. Whatever number you choose, the last step always will be same. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, hope you understand it. Okay, question number 3. Read the diagram and answer the following questions. Okay, see the diagram, what is given? Multiples of 4, multiples of 9, multiples of 12. That means these questions is from the multiples. Okay, so first you have to learn what is multiples. Okay, listen. Multiple of a number is the product of that number with counting numbers, with any counting numbers. Okay, suppose I am giving example 4. So multiples of 4 are what? So what I have told, the product with that number, that means product with 4. Okay, by counting numbers, that means by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12. Okay, and it will continue and so on. Okay, so these all are the multiples of 4. Is it clear? Okay, now come to the question. What common multiples of 9 and 12 are shown? Common multiples. Okay, that means some multiples of 9 and 12 are common. In this diagram you have to see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so 9, so in circle Q there are all multiples of 9. Okay, suppose this, and in circle R there are multiples of 12. This is okay. Now we look, these are overlap each other. That means overlap each other means what? They have some common portion. So what is the common portion? This is the common portion of, this is the common region of Q and R. That means the common multiples of 9 and 12 are here. Common multiples of 9 and 12 are here. So in this diagram, what region? Look, this region. So in this region all the numbers are common multiples of 9 and 12. Is it clear? So what is the number here? 36. So our answer will be 36. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, now B. What common multiples of 4 and 12 are shown? So 4 and 12 are shown. Which circles of for 4 and 12? Okay, so suppose look here, it is P and it is R. Okay, so look, they are also overlap each other. So what is the common region? This is the common region. Okay, so here their numbers are both for P and for R. So see here, just these things, where this is, okay, which part? This is the part. This is the part. So what are the numbers? 12, 24 and 36. Therefore the answer will be this 12, 24 and 36. All are common, but 4 and 12. Okay, now let's see what common multiples of 4, 9 and 12 are shown. Okay, look here, what you have seen, this is circle P and this is circle Q and this is R. So this portion is what? This portion is common of P and Q. This portion is common of P and Q. Okay, and of the circle R, look, of the circle R, this is R, this is R. Okay, and look, this portion of R, this portion of R is also part of P and Q. This is also a part of P and Q. So this portion is inside R, is inside P, is inside Q. So this portion is common for all, common for P, Q and R. So what is the number here? What is the number? 36. Okay, just see, this is P circle, this is Q circle and this is R circle. So what is the common region? This is the common region of P, Q and R. So answer will be 36. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, now come question number D. In which region would you write 96? Would you write 96? That means what? We have to check 96 is multiples of 4, 96 multiple of 9 or 96 is multiple of 12. Okay, let's see. So 96 is multiple of 4. That means how 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12. Like this you have to count. Okay, but up to which you will count 96. Okay, so that what we will do? We will just divide and check. If it is a counting number, then we will be sure that 96 is multiples of 4. So do the division. So 96 divide 4, it is equal to 24. That means if you just continue, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, like this, 4 tens are 40, 4 24s are 96. That means 96 is a multiple of 4. That means it will be a part of P. Okay, now 96 is, so you will got it. Now 96 is multiple of 9. Just count the table of 9. 9 nines are 81, 9 tens are 90, 9 11s are 99. That means by counting 9 stable we are not got 96. That means it is not a multiple of 9. That means it will be not inside of Q. Please remember, it will be not inside of Q. Just this portion it will not be. Just remember it. Okay, remove this portion. Okay, 96 will not be here. 96 will not be here. Okay, now 12. Just count the table of 12. Yes, 8 12s are 96. That means it will be obviously at R. So what it will be? It will be inside P. It will be inside R. So what is the common region of P and R? This is the common region of P and R. But in this region, some portion there is region of Q also. So it will be not here. So what is the portion? So it will be left here. Left portion is here. So this portion will be at T. This portion will be at T. Just clear. Clearly it is visible. Look, this is the this part is for PNR, but among this part is of Q. Okay, and it is not inside Q. That means only it is here. What you can write? It will be at T. Is it clear? Okay, so your answer will be T. In which region would you write 108? That means what you will check? That means you will check the multiples of 4, multiples of 9 and multiples of 12 are 108 or not. Okay, just count the table of 4. Okay, but how many times you will count? Okay, so if you have seen that the numbers are large numbers, you cannot count by mentally. So what you will do? You will just do division. Okay, by dividing you check if the quotient is counting number, that means there is no remainder. Okay, then it is confirmed that the number is the divisible. The large number is the the number is the multiple. Okay, the number is multiple. So just do divide. So 108, if you divide, you will get 27. That means if you count the table of 4, okay, 4 tens are 40, 4 11s are 44, 4 12s are 48, like this up at 47 place, and 4 27s are 108. That means it is multiple of 4. That means it will be an P. Okay, now 9 12s are 108. Then also multiple of 9. Okay, 12 9s are 108. Then also multiple of 12. That means 108 is multiple of 4, multiple of 9, multiple of 12. Okay, so which region is common of all these three? This region is common of all these three: A, P, Q and R. Is it clear? Look here, next. Okay, this portion P and Q, and just take it here, it will be also P, Q and R. Is it clear? The portion is X portion, then the region is X. Okay, hope you understand it. Okay, practice it. Thank you.